And we are back. Just a quick announcement in the middle of everything. Boop won't be joining us for the second half because he's unfortunately been feeling a little under the weather, so he's had to step away for the rest of the week. I will be piloting him, and he should be back, or piloting Hauld, I should say, should the situation arise. And we will have him back the next week, but if y'all have him on all the socials, go wish Boop a speedy get well soon. But back at the chapel tent, you all were making plans to figure out how and when to sneak in to the staff area. Some of you are already allowed to the staff area, for that record, but you are trying to get some information out of the carnival's owners with Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. But as you are making those plans, you hear a carnival barker outside announcing, "Come one, come all to the Big Top Extravaganza, starting in 5 minutes, 5 minutes, the greatest show on this or any world." And you know, those of you who work here, that it's just about to be midnight and the biggest show of the night is about to start. And what's more, for Ninkasi, for Kaza, for Curly, you know that Mr. Light is the MC for the Big Top Extravaganza.
That works for us, yes.
Alright, plans on hold then.
Or is this a good time for the plans? Because we know where at least one of them will be.
How long till midnight, Pira? Dad?
The barker said 5 minutes until the Big Top Extravaganza starts.
Okay, so yeah, let's attend, yeah? And then maybe we can catch him on his way out.
So which one's going to be at this thing and which one's going to not be there? I get them confused. I don't know them.
Mr. Light's going to be there.
And which
the friendly one?
The one that had the initial concern of we're going to get caught or whatever? Or is that the other one? Okay.
Yeah.
Kettle seems looking at all of you again and opens his mouth and just like, "Somebody's going to find out about this."
Yes, that one.
That's him.
Okay. All right.
I mean, there's nothing else we can really do. He's gonna beat. I mean, I guess this could be a time that we could like interrogate Mr. Witch, but
that's what I was perhaps thinking. I mean, you think you have a good plan, and to get them alone perhaps could be a bit more advantageous for our friend Kettlesteam here to extract some information out of, but also knowing for sure where one is.
Are you doing something devious then?
Weren't we already doing that?
The most devious lick.
I mean,
the most devious.
Isolating and what? Cornering, Mr. Light?
Is that how you get answers?
I mean, I might need your help.
We got answered from you this way, so...
Yeah.
And I'm one Kenku. I don't know how powerful those two are. I might need your help.
Yeah, that's why we'll be on standby. So you can have my voice, right? You're going to go in as me. You're going to go talk to Mr. Witch. And if something bad happens, you're going to scream rhinoceros. And we will bust in, I guess, if we want to lose our jobs. At this point, I want to know what it is. What is it? The Hourglass Coven?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it sounded like.
Huh?
I mean...
It's a good plan to figure it out. I mean, I think, Curly, maybe you're the smart one here. You have good plans, so let's just do it. No, it's fantastic. I couldn't have thought of a better one myself. It's really, really hats off to you.
He's so beautiful. All right, let's go. Let's go do this. We have about, we probably have about a half hour 45 before this show's over. So let's just, let's get a run on it. Kenku, what do I do? Do I spit on you? Do you want me to... How do you...
can change, no problem. And then with like kind of like a shift of like sort of, it almost looks like a lot of like green kind of like energy is sort of like glowing and emanating from this person, and they start to like shift a little bit. And instead of growing larger, because you are not particularly tall, they actually shrink in stature, and ears burst out and the feathers meld into fur, and suddenly you're looking at an identical copy of yourself.
Oh, she's cute as hell. Look at her.
Ah, she's cute as hell. Look at her.
Kaza's very confused, and he's gonna like poke them both and just like, do they? I mean, are they just like the same
You
Like literally.
when you touch both of them, you actually feel that there's still feathers on one of them. This spell doesn't appear to be
Yeah.
a melding of actual physicality. It's just an appearance glamour of some kind.
This is very strange.
So, are you gonna take my voice and I'm not gonna be able to talk? Is that kind of the situation here?
And you hear in your voice, "No, I don't have to take it, but it's easier to say what I need. Otherwise, I'm just mimicking."
Right. Yeah. Let's. I give you permission to take this then. All right, and we're gonna head over to the staff tent and see if we can't find Mr. Witch.
Well,
I'm gonna
alright.
hide in Kaza's pack. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna get on in there. And I'm gonna keep my mouth shut, not voluntarily, but
Okay, so in order to take your voice, Kettlesteam is going to. Well, actually, none of the rest of you know Kettlesteam's name, but that's okay. The audience does, and you all as players do. Takes out this corn husk doll and unwinds what looks like a hair from it, and then motions to you, and is like I need one of your. I need a bit of fur.
something fell.
That didn't sound
Something
good.
did fell. I'm going to check on that really quick.
Okay. Yeah.
The cat's doing?
I was like, that is some strong hair.
It was
Like,
weird because my hair came out and then it sounded like something crashing, and I was like, that
I
didn't
was
happen
like,
to you.
I was like, what?
Everything is okay.
What has happened
It
to
was
you?
a board full of pins that can be easily put back up.
Uh-huh.
That was very funny.
Was
All
it
right,
the
thank you
cat's
for the
doing?
entertainment.
It was not the cat's doing, as far as I'm aware, but that's okay.
All right, well,
Just
since my
ghosts
voice is
instead.
gone, he's gonna take the fur. I'm gonna mute myself so that I don't talk because I
No
will.
worries. Okay, yeah. So takes a bit of the fur, winds it around the doll, and all of a sudden you kind of feel like something like exiting out of your throat, and Kettlesteam, looking identical to Curly, is like, "Okay, let's do this," and sounds exactly like Curly.
It's creepy.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Kaza fully creeped out right now.
I'm sure it's going to be fine.
Well, I guess over to the staff area.
Yeah, you all make your way. You would know that staff area is actually behind the big top, and you see a large crowd making their way towards the big top itself. There is just a lot of noise, a lot of excitement, and in order for you all to get to the staff area without really being caught up in it, I do need group dexterity checks, actually, including one from Kettlesteam, so I'll roll for him as well. Oh, nat 20, easy.
6.
Also 6.
Oh, I rolled the dex save.
Oh, I
Let's see.
also rolled save. Oops.
No
So
worries,
it should be a
reroll it.
4.
You can re-roll it. That's fine.
Even
19.
better.
Thank God.
What do we have? What do we have? Hauld's investigation check still on here. What's happening? Oh, it's because that was the last thing that was rolled. How come it's not showing up in mine?
I don't know.
Weird.
Yield refresh. Might do the
Yeah, I
trick.
was gonna say.
Yeah, you might have to refresh.
I will do that. Apologies for everybody on stream trying to watch that. I'm going to see if that is going to fix itself. Yeah, okay, it looks like it works now. I don't know why that wasn't before. Whatever. Yeah, so let's see, we got a 15, we got a 30-20, we got a nat 6, and we got... Yeah, okay, that's enough for the group to be able to succeed, including the nat 20 from Kettlesteam. So you make your way around the edge of the big top, and you just hear voices and excitement and like a big cheer from the crowd inside. It's just like, it's absolutely insane whatever is going on in there right now. It seems very, very exciting, but that's not what you're here for. So, wrapping around the back of the tent, you see the staff area. Go ahead and pull that up really quick.
Yeah, definitely not gonna be sneaking over there with my 6.
Yeah, there is this familiar sight to those of you who work here, but a tangled wall of thorns surrounds this cluster of wagons that are just all lit by these lanterns. There is a caravan just barely visible through this thicket. It is a very, very thick thorn wall. And you know, again, the people that work at the carnival, you know that the largest wagon is in fact the one where Witch and Light typically spend their time when they are not actively moving about the carnival or hosting an event. You also know that this wall of thorns is meant to keep out people who don't work at the carnival, and that you don't have access to it. You know that during carnival hours, you need a senior staff member to open it.
I assume none of us are senior staff members.
You are not, but you do know someone who is. And
Is Hurley secret Santa?
as
Or
you
not
are-
Hurley, sorry, Burley.
As you are approaching it, you see Burley walking up, fully dungarees, big jack-o'-lantern helmet that he wears just for whatever reason, book under his hand, just walks up and, Kaza, Curly, and Ninkasi, right? The wedding officiator. I don't
Yes,
know the
Ninkasi,
rest of
yes.
you, but what are you doing here?
Curly isn't feeling so well right now, so we
Oh,
wanted to bring Curly back to the staff area.
Too many salamander. Not
Yeah.
good for.
Yeah,
I did tell them to lay off the pepper, but they don't listen.
no,
She ate too
definitely
much, huh?
not.
Oh, what's
She did.
wrong? And she looks at Kettlesteam. Because Curly is in the backpack, if I recall correctly.
Yeah,
And-
Curly, your stomach hurts, right? You're not feeling so well, huh?
yeah, it's not great.
Yeah, so we just needed to get back to the staff area, maybe find something to help her tummy.
I mean,
Yeah.
I could bring you some, that we have some herbal remedies. There's I probably have some Pepto in my back. I don't know.
Well,
I think it's bigger problem if you understand Burley. It problem
I can't
need to be dealt
I
with.
mean, you can come in, but I can't let the guest. And looks over at Leo like,
Yeah, that's fine. I
who
can
are-
wait here.
No.
he is very smart. It trust Burley trust.
I'm
Very good
glad
just
you
person.
like a
made a new
doctor
friend,
almost,
but what?
Yeah.
No.
what
He,
is this?
we bring him to help. We bring him to help. It is just to help.
Yeah, part of me feels responsible. I mean, I kind of egged Curly on for the salamanders thing, and it was resulted into
Oh.
this. I felt really bad. I mean, might need to stay in there for longer until it, whatever passes.
Curly
but this
needs
wasn't-
revenge. If Curly feel better, she needs revenge, and you do not want to take away Curly revenge. Yes, you understand.
Leo, can you make a deception check, please?
Oh, sure.
Can I help? Is this kind of just help him?
Yeah,
Can I
this
give
is
him
help. This
advantage?
is advantage. Yeah.
All right. Deception. Let's say 12. Okay, advantage. Up 13. All right, not great.
Brady, that's just a 13.
Yeah, 13.
Burley looks at you and kind of like squints a little bit. This is a bit unusual, but
Definitely.
well, the event's going on. I'm not normally supposed to let people back there, and I know you all. All right. Come on, come with me. Just don't talk to Thaco. He's, well, he's weird.
Yeah. This is just like a one-time thing. We'll make sure Curly doesn't eat as many salamanders next time.
Just don't let yourselves be seen. It's fine. Anyways, we'll take you to my to the wagon. Anyways, and he
sneak.
turns around, waves a hand in front of the wall, and it opens just like a door, like a one of those sliding doors in front of the grocery store. Just
Nice.
And he leads you inside. In there is a set of wagons, one of which you recognize Curly and Kaza as the one that you normally sleep in. And another Ninkasi you know is the dressing area that you usually get your hair done by Mara at. And the large one that is normally peopled by Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. And out in front of it is a very kind of dour and over-the-hill looking clown, blowing on a oversized bubble pipe. And he kind of gives you all the side-eye as you make your way in. And Burley kind of gives him the side-eye back and just sort of like... But they don't exchange any words.
Okay. So I guess I would just usher everyone through, and I would pick up fake Curly and basically say, like, if anyone asks you have a stomach ache, please keep going with the story. Don't get us in trouble.
Yeah, I'm not planning on it.
Great, Curly. I hope you feel better. We're gonna make sure we get something for your stomach now.
Okay. Burley leads you to his wagon and starts pulling stuff out, looking for medicine.
As we do this, can I like pull Burley to the side and just be like,
What?
Burley, I have question. And he kind of like with the I don't know, would I have to do a sleight of hand to motion for the other ones to just leave?
Yeah. This would be you're trying to cause a distraction.
Okay. I'm trying to cause a distraction.
Yeah, I would say I'm going to give you persuasion on this one because you can this is basically distracting Burley so that you can motion them. Or you said sleight of hand. Would you prefer sleight of hand?
They're both not very good. So
no,
my sleight of hand's better. My sleight of hand's way better.
You can take sleight of hand then.
Okay. I also want to. Do I have to do anything to jump out of his bag as soon as they are out, and it's just me and him, so that Burley doesn't suspect anything's wrong?
I mean, there were two other people that would have wandered off after that. But if you want to hop out of his bag and try to be stealthy about it, as the fake Curly is leaving, you can do.
Okay, that's what we're gonna try to do.
Okay.
So this is sleight of hand and then stealth for Curly.
It's also nonverbal because Kaza and I are like this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, y'all are siblings. You
tight as
this.
F.
Sleight of hand is 10. Okay. And
I'm sorry. Did you want me to roll too? Because I was just gonna roll sleight of hand.
This is stealth for you.
Oh, stealth. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
Ignore my first roll.
You're trying to do it at the same time, which is a whole nother level of oh boy.
Ignore that first roll.
That was a good roll.
I know it was. I cannot tell a lie though. All right, stealth. Mother.
Oh dear. I didn't. It still hasn't
The
come
day
up
of
for me yet.
inspiration.
Yeah, it still doesn't come up. Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
21.
so the good news is, Curly, you are just so good at just quietly slipping out of the bag and just standing right there. The bad news is, as Kaza is trying to wave everybody off, Burley's like, what is...
No. I want to ask about... I need to ask about
why are
Curly.
there two Curlys? What happened?
Are you feeling unwell too?
What is going on?
What do you mean, two curlies?
How many fingers am I holding up?
Are you okay, Burley?
What? No,
hello?
something is going on here, and I need you to explain what it is right now.
I think you are having vision.
There's only one of you, Kaza. Come on. Don't
I only
try
see
that.
one. I see one Curly, and I like point to the real one.
What?
And Kaza's gonna point to the real one.
Okay, what's really going on? Come on, just you're not in trouble. Talk to me. Why did you try
is
to
not
get
good at
into
lying,
the tent?
so. So
I kick the Kenku because I need my voice back. I just sweep him under the legs.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
full on Karate Kid. A little ball of light, full Little Mermaid
Johnny,
style,
sweep
just
the leg.
pops out of the beak, and it floats
As
back
he's
into
falling
yours.
to the ground.
You have your voice back.
Johnny.
And Kettle Steam turns back into a Kenku.
All right. Okay. All right. Listen,
That was
listen,
not
listen.
necessary.
Shut up.
Okay, I
is our
am
dad.
really confused
This
right
is our
now.
dad, so he's it's fine. You can trust him, but I don't want you to stop us. That's the problem, Burley. I really don't want you to stop us.
What are you? How can I stop what I don't know what you're doing? What are you doing?
Listen, okay, listen.
Like, who is
listen.
this?
We
Who's the Kenku?
we found this,
Who's the human?
right?
Who's the
human's just
who's
a
the
smart guy we
half-elf?
found. Because between
It's,
Kaza and I, we don't have a single brain cell to rub together. So that's that guy. We got him because he's smart. But
He
listen.
is bird is escaped from rotisserie.
Kaza, were you
listen,
trying
okay,
to
so-
cook this person?
I mean, yes, initially, but we got a really interesting story from him. Did you recognize his race? Do you know what these little guys do?
They
like,
mimic
mimic
people.
people?
Yes.
Yeah,
and
so he had like a little mimic clip of Mr. Witch and Mr. Light talking about something like the Hourglass Coven, and I just got really curious and I just wanted to know what it was, you know? So we were just gonna go infiltrate, but I didn't want to put my life on the line. So I had the little Kenku guy grab my appearance, you know, and my voice, and he was gonna go in and talk to Mr. Witch while
wait.
Mr. Light was in the carnival. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
heard Witch and Light talking about something?
Do it, Kenku. Do it, little man.
Yeah, at this point, on the ground, just like folded arms, just like, fine. Opens the mouth, and you hear, somebody's gonna find out about this! And the whole thing loops again. And at the end, Burley's like, oh, this tracks. Bad things.
what do you mean in this tracks?
Bad things have been happening at the carnival for a while now.
Well,
People
yeah.
are going missing.
Curly's
things.
missing.
Yes, not just my partner, but also other people and things. And look, Witch and Light know more than they're telling, but it sounds like their hands are tied.
Yeah, but why? Let's figure out why.
I
We'll cut the
don't
ropes or
know,
whatever.
but you might be able to set things right, and you're gonna need some leverage. But
What does that word mean?
it means you're gonna
Oh.
need to find a way to make them talk. But don't don't just attack them. All right?
Knife?
No, Curly. We've talked about this. You can't just knife all your problems.
It's been working
try,
so
though.
far.
Definitely can try.
It's been working this
That
long.
look, I don't want them to fire you, and then I don't know what'll happen. Okay, but you need to find out what they know, and well, right now, Witch is alone. Maybe you can steal that watch of his. It seems really important. Maybe then he'll
I can take the watch.
give some answers in exchange for its return.
What if we just cut off his fingers?
No,
I don't think we should do that.
No blood,
Hmm.
no
Not if you want to keep your
finger
job.
cutting.
Yeah.
Curly, I don't know what.
I would
where
hire
you get
somebody
this
if they
from.
could cut off 10 of my fingers. I'd be like, wow, you're
We're
really
not
good
that
at your
kind
job.
of carnival. Come on.
How about just a little friendly dose of
Fine.
blackmail? You know, I feel like that could work.
I swear
Just
she's.
fine.
I swear she's not always like this.
Oh,
I mean, That's not true.
Sure,
I
I
like this all the
we'll take
time.
your word for it.
Okay, she's always like this.
I immediately regret my
A
decision to
father's
take your word
love.
for it.
I'm really trying though, Curly. Please, no. Last resort, finger cutting. Okay.
Okay. Fine.
That means it is a resort, though. That can be utilized. You know, you just gave her approval to do that.
If Curly was
I
here,
mean, he
he'd know
does know
what to
it's
say.
the last resort.
I mean, who's to say it's not the second is the last resort, right? We could just say, oh, blackmail didn't work, time to cut some fingers. Like, that could happen. It's just,
Oh.
I like Leo. We're gonna keep him. Dad, can we keep him?
you cannot adopt me. That's not,
I
Can't do
think.
that.
Look, I don't know humans that well, but I think he's. An
She
adult.
has done
You
before,
are an
right?
adult, right?
Yes, now I am actually.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
18
okay.
years old. I'm an adult, and I can make my
18
own
years?
decisions.
There you go, Curly. He's an adult. You can't adopt
Nope.
him.
Nope.
Wait, why am I
I've adopted him. Nope.
engaging in this?
I don't
First of
know
all,
how we got
Nope.
here.
This
but-
is my son Leo.
And okay.
How old
You
are
are
you?
a,
What?
uh,
No.
Mm.
Oh, and
24.
Ninkasi, how did you get mixed up in all this,
Okay.
anyways?
I just happened to be there.
Oh,
Leo and his friend here helped save my parents. So now we're together. And then we ran into this
Bird guy.
bird.
I see.
Well, I chased him because he ran away from the scene by the dragonflies. Something about a fire, but there was no real fire. So I chased him to see why he was causing trouble, and that's kind of how we ended up where we are.
Oh,
A weird series of events, basically.
Don't think
Yeah.
about it too hard, Burley.
It's
We'll
been
just take
quite
care
the
of it.
night.
Okay, so we're gonna go. I'm gonna go steal the watch. I'm gonna sneak into his little caravan or
yeah.
whatever and steal his watch.
Look, he's by himself now, but you're going to have to distract Thaco.
Oh
he's-
no, I hate him. He's so creepy. I'm
I
not
mean,
doing that.
He's so weird, right?
He's so weird.
He's all grumpy all the time. What is wrong with him?
Why would you choose this profession if you were gonna hate it? I don't
Look,
understand.
I have a suspicion they pulled him from performing because he's so unlikable.
Probably. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know why
probably
he
has
still
made
works
several
here.
kids cry. I've only
Oh.
made one kid cry, and that's because I took his thumb. You know, like that's not as bad
And
as.
Curly, that was wrong. You
it was
know.
nice though.
That's when you take a
was nice
thumb,
thumb.
it's supposed to be a trick, not actually taking the thumb.
You keep trying to give me this like moral code, and it's just not absorbing. You know, I'm just like, I just can't.
Because
You
I
know?
don't want you to
In one
cut
ear,
off
out the other.
fingers of people when they're at
You
the
might-
carnival. Okay.
You might
Yeah,
just
I'll-
try a different teaching method for Curly. It doesn't seem like just.
He keeps giving me
Yeah.
books, and I keep lighting them on fire. So
That
I think the
sounds
best thing
about
that we
right.
can do right now is Leo and Ninkasi and Kaza. I need you
Mhm.
to distract the clown. I don't know how we're gonna do any of you have a plan?
Look,
for
I
distracting
I can do that. If you all want to go in there
Mm.
and steal Witch's pocket watch and make him talk, you've
Well, I
you've got
could-
about 15 minutes before the extravaganza wraps up, and then Light joins it.
I could put like a fog cloud. Like, would that help?
That
Maybe
might.
you could like sneak in and sneak out, and I could just pretend
What are
I'm
you gonna do,
practicing my
Burly?
spells.
Bore him to death?
I mean, he's gonna be suspicious, but look, I can take care of distracting Thaco. If you all want to go in and confront, or I don't know, just don't hurt him, okay? He's not a bad guy. He's just a little gruff.
Right. All right. Steal the pocket watch. Get him to talk.
Yeah.
Are you
exactly.
ready?
I like this plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, again, just these plans are immaculate. Just knocked out the park again. Let's go. Let's just do it.
All right. Look, if anything goes wrong,
Rhinoceros.
no.
Rhinoceros.
What does that
Mhm.
even mean?
It's
It's
it's our word now
It's their safe
for
word.
emergencies.
Okay, that doesn't seem very applicable to this situation, but yes, go just if anything happens, just meet back here, okay?
Okay.
So should I fog cloud? Should I do that? Will that help?
Sure. I'm gonna distract Thaco, and then you can all make your way in and do whatever you need
Oh
to.
no,
then.
it's a foggy day.
Yeah.
If you want to whip up a
Ninkasi, you're
fog,
so
sure.
cool.
Yeah, that actually might be a good idea.
That's really helpful, actually.
Okay.
I think.
So
Spooky.
yeah. So I'm gonna like go outside of the little what is it called that we're in?
It's
think of
sort of
it.
a caravan.
Caravan
like a lot of
thing,
like
yeah.
they're like wheeled like wagons
Yeah, that's the word I
effectively.
needed.
Yeah.
Caravan works. So I'm gonna basically like stand next to the caravan and like cast fog cloud, which is going to be a 20-foot radius sphere of fog
Stop.
centered
Smog.
on a point within
Safog.
range. So like I would probably do it so that like it is like just covering like the area that I know Curly needs to get within. And kind of like it moves mostly with like wind, but like I'd probably try and like push some of it to make it look like just there's a fog that settled through and it's like slowly moving. I don't know if it'll actually help move it along, but you know.
Okay. So you're going to just kind of like whip up like so centered on like the wagon that Witch and Light are normally in?
No, well, just enough so that like it's in it, so that Curly can get over there without being seen.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, and Burley is going to attempt to distract Thaco as well, who's kind of standing guard over there. All right. So you kind of like whip that up, and Burley kind of walks over and is like, you can kind of hear him in the distance, like, some fog, huh? And like, there's like a little bit of conversation happening.
Yes.
Curly, are you gonna just
Perfect.
book it into the and try to like wend your way into the wagon under cover of fog, if you will?
Yeah, I think that it's best to try to pry open a window rather than go through the front door.
Okay. All right.
So we're gonna try that.
So first things first, give me a stealth check. Is anyone else coming with Curly, or is it just Curly?
No, they have to stay in the wagon. You guys stay in the wagon. I'll be back soon. If I'm not back in 15 minutes,
Rhinoceros.
Yeah, I'm just like
rhinoceros.
I would probably be like just outside beside it, and I'm concentrating on my fog cloud.
Actually, how about she's giving me the lift up to the window?
There you
Okay.
go. Oh,
There you go.
Ninkasi
So
has
self-check.
more qualms about this, but we'll do it for the greater good.
For the greater good.
The greater good.
Because Hurley's missing. And we're sad about it.
All right.
While this is happening, Kaza's gonna show Leo his war horn and just like, just because have you play it? Yes, you play it, and he like hands it to him.
I
Is it just
could
huge?
learn.
It's
Is it
like
like-
actually like probably bigger than like Leo is himself.
Oh, this
Massive.
is heavy.
It's funny.
Can you? I don't. Maybe you can give me lessons, right? You're proficient at this.
Oh yes, very okay. I understand. Listen, after rhinoceros, we do listen.
Wait, that means that it's gonna go bad. Rhinoceros.
But
Do you think this is not gonna work? Or do you
no,
not
no,
have
no,
faith in
no.
Curly
It
here?
worked. Don't worry.
But you said you rhinoceros before
look, Curly understand. Curly very good at taking things from people who need to keep thing, but
Is
she
she Leo Texas pockets?
that is.
Okay,
Sometimes I have a thing in pockets and then it's gone and I do not know where, and then Curly just has it. I do not know. It's like magic.
Does she give it back to you? Or
Depend
on what?
how she feel that day.
Just okay. Just whatever mood strikes her. That's what she'll. I mean, that tracks really. It seems like that's very, very apt. But question for you. I mean, first it was the mime. Now it was Thaco. Do you just hate all of your coworkers? Is that just a thing? Is this a unhealthy working environment here?
Nothing is healthy here.
Oh, wonderful. That's normal. Yes, that's normal. Okay, we're just wondering.
Capitalism.
We just work here.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile,
the fog is getting fairly thick around the area, and you can hear Thaco and Burley kind of conversing a little bit as you wind your way around. I am going to need a stealth check from both Ninkasi and Curly.
I got a 14.
Okay. With advantage, actually, I should specify, because the fog is helping to hide you both.
Ooh.
You're muted.
Oh no.
I said I have disadvantage because I'm wearing my scale mail and I got a one.
Oh no. Okay.
Yikes.
Do you have inspo? Or are you
Well, technically I do.
I did say during the break that you have inspiration because you didn't use it last session. If you would like to now, you get one reroll.
So what do you say, Ninkasi? Can you use some of that inspo?
Well, that would have
Just made it a flat roll.
made it a flat roll, and my first roll was this.
Well, you had advantage anyways because of the fog, so you would have been a flat roll normally.
Oh, then my first roll was a 16.
Okay, then we'll just take the 16. And Curly, you rolled a 14?
Heck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you roll again for advantage?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
The tension.
I know, every time. It
always
always takes
kills
like
me.
a few seconds.
Right? Oh, shit.
9.
9.
Okay, so you had a 14.
Balls to that.
You managed to get around the side of the wagon without being seen, as far as you know. And you find a window, and Ninkasi starts lifting Curly up towards the window, which is about, this caravan is quite tall, about a second level, and you can just barely reach it. But as you fumble at the latch, you accidentally, bap your head into it, and you hear from the other side of the caravan, "What was that?" "Nothing, just,
Just a box.
critters," and you hear Burley kind of playing things off. But you are okay, and the latch takes a few moments to work, but you get it open.
Open, damn you!
You jump inside, or how do you get in there?
Yeah, I'm gonna. First, I'm gonna look inside and see if there's any sort of ledge or anything I can jump on. What do I see when I look inside?
This wagon is pretty extensive. You see a couple of bunks, one of which is very neat and Spartan-esque, very minimalist. Another one that is just covered in very extravagant silky costumes, extremely unorganized, very gaudy. It's two college roommates, one of which is a neat freak and the other is just a total slob.
Cute, I love that.
You also see a couple of little nightstands and tables. There is kind of a hat box, a little chest, a very small chest sitting on top of one of them. And just a couple of cabinets and things like that. It kind of looks just like a very minimalist sort of tiny home.
Okay. So I'm just gonna slide through the window, and can I drop down, or is there something that I can get on top of without making too much noise?
If you want to try and slide in, you give me a dexterity check to just see if you can slide in with it. You're a rabbit. You're pretty lithe
Pretty
and pretty
dexterous.
dexterous, if you will, being a rogue as well.
Yeah. That's why I don't have any brain cells.
No.
It all goes into being just sneaky boy.
Let's
Hell yeah,
see.
all right.
17? Oh, yeah, no problem. You managed to, slip in there and, kind of slide the window shut. You do see, with his back turned to you, at the front of the cabinet, or at the front of the caravan, kind of, pacing a little bit back and forth, a figure that you very vaguely recognize as Mr. Witch. He is this sort of, slightly gray-skinned elven character, with a big sort of overcoat, pinstriped, top hat and a cane. His cane's kind of leaning up against the side of the door at the moment as he's kind of pacing a little back and forth. Every couple of seconds, he kind of stops and takes out his watch, clicks it open, looks at it, puts it back away, and just sort of mumbles a little to himself. He doesn't seem to have noticed your presence just yet.
Okay. I am going to attempt to take the pocket watch in between. So he's gonna. So what the last time that so I'm slowly sneaking towards him, right?
Yeah.
Right.
He's
slowly
holding on to it every couple of seconds, putting it back in his pocket. You're gonna try and snatch it out of his hands without him noticing, or how?
Okay,
what
so
are you trying to do
he
exactly?
pulls it out and then he puts it back in his pocket though, right?
It is
Does he let it go?
It is attached to his waistcoat.
Right. Fuck.
But if you're trying to approach him in plain sight, it's going to be very difficult to remain unseen. At the moment, he has not noticed you enter the room.
Give me a second here to think.
No worries. Meanwhile, the fog cloud's whipping up outside, and there's a war horn being spoken about in a caravan a few over. Let's see if I've got some music for this. Yeah, you know what? Why not? All right, Khroen.
Okay, here's what I want to do.
What do you do?
I want to use my rabbit hop action, right?
Mhm.
So I want to, and I don't care if he sees me because it's
Okay.
gonna. I'm just gonna have to. I want to grab the watch with both hands, and then just spring out back into the window.
Okay, so you wanna be quick.
I want to like full on just like no combat if I can help it. I want to grab it and I want to use that rabbit hop to launch myself out the window.
Okay. This is going to be a sleight of hand followed by an acrobatics check.
Got it.
I need
Okay.
both of those in that order.
Yep. Good thing that we are good on these stats, guys. Super good on these stats. Okay, so that's my sleight of hand roll. It's going to be a 15.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do math. Casters can't do math.
Caster math. Let's go.
Never.
You grab the watch. You spring forward, and you hear like,
Oh god. No. Come on. Okay. All right. And I got a
Nice.
21.
and
for
on a
my,
21,
acrobatics check.
you see the surprised, wide-eyed
go.
expression of Mr. Witch as you spring forward, grab the pocket watch, yank the chain as it just comes loose and breaks, little links just scattering everywhere, and you hop,
Let's
hop,
go.
yeet yourself out the window, and you hear Mr. Witch going, "Stop! Thief! What? Just what?" And the fog is still up there, but they're shouting, and you are out the window with the watch, jumping right in front of
And I-
Ninkasi.
Smack into Ninkasi actually, which is
Okay.
funnier to me.
So I guess I'd kind of like grab you as you come out the window
Yeah.
and like run back into the caravan that we were in before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you keep the fog cloud up as long as you can?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Uh,
And as long as I concentrate, it's up for an hour. So
Okay. Yeah. You start to hear. So So the two of you make your way back into Burley's, and for you, Curly, your effectively your sleeping quarters. And meanwhile, Leo and Kaza are still talking. What are y'all talking about now?
Kaza's probably asking if all humans are as short as Leo, and
I'm not that short. I'm like average height. Some are taller, some are shorter. You're just abnormally tall. That's just the thing that you are. I mean, you certainly know. I mean, you compared to Curly, that's just like you're like 6 of Curly, maybe more. I don't know.
and yet I am little brother. I do not know how it happened, and I just see a lot of human and not very tall, more shorter side.
I mean, if Curly say do something, do you just do it, right?
She say hop, I
kinda-
say how high. You understand? Yes.
I feel like that maybe should, no, it's fine. That actually makes total sense. That sounds like something Curly would say.
You have not been cut by Curly. You don't understand.
No, I don't want to be cut by Curly. I will try very hard to avoid that.
At that moment,
Exactly.
the two of you, Ninkasi and Curly, bust in the door. Curly holding a watch in your hand, like a little pocket fob watch.
you got it. What do we do now? We
you
didn't
did it.
plan this far ahead.
Oh, I thought there was more of a plan there. I thought we...
Kaza's gonna high five Curly first off.
Yeah, we're just gonna be like, and she's gonna drop it into Kaza's pack,
Okay.
Okay.
the watch, because she's little.
You
Okay,
start
all
to
right.
hear voices outside the caravan.
This not good.
You know, the follow-up, I didn't really think about that part.
Yeah. Maybe we should
Oh.
hide the Kenku in your pack and
I don't. I want to get answers, but I can't be seen if I'm going to get thrown out. So I'm
Yeah.
going to disguise myself, and
Mm.
you see kind of
As
like
what?
a little bit of like a shift, and the feathers kind of melt into themselves a little bit, and become hair once again. And a slightly different looking human stands before all of you.
can you just turn into a bird?
No! I have to be the same size and similar shape.
God.
Okay, just to make this clear, you all don't have a plan now. After stealing the watch, you just didn't have anything?
Well, I mean, we're gonna meet with him because we have it as leverage so that we can talk
Why
to him
did you
about what's
steal
going
it
on.
and run away? Why didn't you
Oh,
just
yeah.
confront him?
Oh.
Yeah, you probably have to before he starts to get other people involved. I mean, it has to be one of
Okay,
you
I'll,
people
I'll,
who
I'll
work
go
there.
out,
Yeah,
Try
I'll
and
go out
ostracize
and I'll ask
in
him
case-
what's going on.
I'm not very
yeah.
smart.
Make sure to
Uh,
calm him down. Say that you maybe know who took it, and
Okay.
just
Yeah, I'll go do that. He probably at least knows who I am. So, Ninkasi will go out and confront Mr. Witch, who I assume is making a commotion. Hopefully, he's not calling for guards. I don't know.
So you're gonna go out.
Yep.
You drop the fog cloud, or is it still up?
Nope, I'm leaving it up.
Okay.
Just in case.
You go out. It is pea soup. This is a full-on marine layer going on in specifically the area of the staff tents, and you make your way out and kind of like head towards the commotion that you can see, and there are three people arguing with one another. You see Burley, kind of like big like paw hands, kind of just like okay, all right. Thaco, who's kind of like got his pipe out and is just like gesticulating a little bit, and Witch, who is like stamping his foot on the ground and like tapping his cane. It's just like, look, I don't know what she's playing at, but your daughter stole my watch. Now, are you going to get it back, or are you going to stand around here and wait for me to fire you? And Burley's just like, all right, all right, boss. I'll talk to him. I'll talk to her. I don't know what's happening. Don't worry. Everything's fine. And they see you approach, and they're just like, what? Ninkasi, what's going on? And Mr. Witch is like, I don't have time for this right now. We have a situation.
Oh, what's the situation? I heard a bunch of commotion, and I just came out to figure out what's going on.
It's none of your concern. You can get back to having your day off.
Oh gosh. Ninkasi is really not good at like planning ahead and being sneaky and not like, rising suspicion. So she's gonna say, okay, I'm gonna go do that then, and completely fail at her task of trying to smooth things out because she's like trying not to insert herself and get in trouble because she's more godly now.
Okay.
In a sense that she is trying to be a good person because of her cleric duties.
Are you heading back to?
Yeah, and as soon as I get back in there and like shut the door, I'm gonna be like, Carly, they know it was you. So maybe I think maybe we should just go out and immediately start questioning him before more people get brought into this.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go into his what do you call it? Vardo? Let's go into his Vardo. Let's talk to him in there. All right. So we're gonna drag him in there. All of us though, because safety in numbers, am I right?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
I like this idea.
Yeah. All right. We're off to see the wizard.
Along with Hauld, along with the disguised Kettle Steam, and the rest of you, you march out there, and the argument is still going on. And as you rock your way up, just this big group of, let's see, however many people, just standing in front.
5 of us, 6 of us. Yeah.
What is going on? And Curly, give my watch
that was fun,
back.
Wasn't it? Wasn't that fun? Listen,
give me one good reason why I shouldn't fire you where you stand right now.
I'll destroy the watch.
No.
Yeah. I will. I'll fucking do it. You know I'm crazy. You know I'm crazy.
Burley,
let's go talk.
Burley,
we gotta go talk.
To.
We're gonna go talk. No, leave Burley out of this. He didn't.
Right.
He didn't have any. We're gonna go talk.
Give me persuasion with advantage, please. Situation's crazy.
You know I'm crazy.
Nope. Don't destroy the watch. You know I'll do it.
Like holding a knife over it, just like.
I'm a man on the edge. I'm a buddy on the edge.
No, the worst school ever.
Oh god, this is
really
the energy.
good.
So you got a 3. Was that the first one, or is that both of those?
That was the first one. Do a little better than 3, would you?
I think you do have inspo for the record.
Yeah, I have it turned on right now. 17. That's not too bad.
That's
Okay.
pretty good.
On a 17, which is like, all right, let's come inside then.
Every
No.
once in a while, I'm just like, huh!
Make sure no one else gets in here while we're talking. Not even
right.
Mr. Light. And Thacker's
I mean,
just
he's
like,
busy, so.
good thing, boss. You all go inside, minus Burley. So, Curly, Kaza, Hauld, Ninkasi, Leo, and standing towards the back is the human disguised Kettlestein. And Witch goes back, he puts his coat on a hanger and just kind of like sticks his hands in his waistcoat pocket and goes, all right, what is this all about?
Okay. First of all, what is the Hourglass Coven? Just out of curiosity.
Excuse
Let's just
me?
kick this one off.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Where did
I'm not
you
going to tell
hear
you why.
Oh. What is it?
She's got the watch in the hand and a knife in the other. She just keeps going, ah!
No, what
You gonna
where
answer-
did
are you
you
gonna answer
hear
the
about
question?
the
Are you-
coven? What are you talking about?
Kaza's gonna like point back and do funny voice like to Kettlestein.
What? And Kettlestein just, the human mouth opens way larger than it should. It's a little,
Oh, that's creepy.
It's a little horrifying. And you hear, someone's gonna find
It's like
out
a
about
Titan.
this, and the whole thing just repeats again. And Mr. Witch just goes, oh.
Yeah. I didn't want to be the bearer of bad news, but we got some intel, so we're just trying to find answers.
Listen. Hurley disappeared months ago, and we've been losing things. Just things all the time. Not even like normal things, like things that we shouldn't be losing, like memories. So if you could just, be normal.
Tell us what's going on.
Be a normal guy. Tell us what's going
At
on.
that
Normal
moment,
guy.
the door behind you busts open, and you hear, what is going on? That obnoxious clown would not let me in. And you see standing in the doorway a very flamboyantly dressed individual, just in like full-on motley, carrying this like big
Ninkasi,
wand,
can you take care of that?
is standing there, and it's and
Oh, God,
Mr. Witch
fabulous.
goes, Light, sit down. Cover's blown. And Mr. Light just goes, what is happening? What is going
Ninkasi's
on?
gonna like force him to sit down
Gently.
gently.
So he goes over to his bunk, which is just like full on, like covered in all these costumes, and he just kind of sits down with his bemused expression. And
Meanwhile, Curly's pretending to drop the watch multiple times in front of Mr. Witch.
No. Curly.
I'm sorry. I won't do it again.
Saw that one coming. Yep.
Look. Things have been going missing from the carnival for some time. I'm sure some of you have known it. But we're not responsible for those losses. Forces are at work on the other side that are entirely beyond our control. All right? We're not the original owners of this fine establishment, this carnival.
The fuck does that mean?
There was another. Another person called Isolde used to run this whole show. Some years ago, we met her. We were running a different carnival in those days. And Light kind of just like, a very bleak and not very fun carnival, I might add. But she goes, yes. Anyways, we got to drinking and thought it might be a good idea that we swapped ownership for a while.
Did you stage a coup?
No. It
Okay.
was an honest pact, and when we made it, we agreed we'd exchange ownership again when the two carnivals met each other. Well, suffice it to say that hasn't happened again. We found out later that there's a sort of portal to another realm called Prismeer in the carnival, and there's the real patron. She oversees all of it. Her name is Zybilna. And, this is sort of the way that people can get to her lands. A place called Prismeer.
Ninkasi is gonna stare at steam kettle steam, whatever. Kettle steam.
Just like a lot of like, keep him talking.
Okay. What is Prismeer? Go on, and how does this hourglass coven play into all of this? Tell us more.
Prismeer.
I look at Curly, who has the watch. Like, keep the knife on it.
the eye kind of goes over there, and which continues. Prismeer is a place that's not entirely connected to any world, especially the one we're on right now. I think, and he looks at Kaza and Ninkasi in particular, you two, and Leo as well, and Hauld actually, pretty much everybody curly. I think you would call it the Otherworld.
The fuck does that mean?
You guys can make a history check if you'd like.
Yes, I would like
any
Does Kaza have disadvantage for this? Because this doesn't
Nah.
seem like a.
No, it's
Okay.
the kind of thing that you might know as
17.
a
10.
native of Anacra for sure. So Kaza, you don't remember. You aren't 100%.
Sounds
sure
about
in that
right.
regard. But and unfortunately, Leo, you don't get that on a 10 either.
Give Leo something.
Nah, it's fine.
But
Your
Ninkasi,
boy needs it.
you have heard stories of the Otherworld. It is a place of like fairies and magic and emotion and a lot of verdant green. It's supposed to be a kind of weird mirror that you can just sort of fall into if you're not paying attention. There's a lot of folk tales about people who have stumbled into it and come out years later completely different.
Gotcha.
It's kind of odd.
Okay. So how does Coven play into this mirror world, this other world?
Some time ago, this group of hags took over Prismeer. Hostile takeover, I suspect. Don't know what's happened to Zybilna, but the Hourglass Coven came to us, and, well, they said they was in charge now, and they requested a few things. They
So wait,
said,
are the hags the Hourglass Coven, or the Hourglass Coven came to tell you about the hags taking over Prismeer?
no, they are the hags.
Okay.
We didn't speak to them directly, but through an emissary, we found out that their Prismeer was under new management, and they wanted access to things, and we worked out a deal.
Where's
They wanted access to what? People?
Anything
Is that why
goes
people are missing?
Yes.
Did you give them Hurley?
We didn't give them anyone. They take things. And we're just trying to stay in business.
So you are saying Hurley is with Coven?
Probably.
We don't know. We don't know what goes on outside our borders.
So we go to Coven.
Which means we have to go to Prismeer, which is...
You travel to Prismeer. And Light's
my
eyes kind of
hags?
light up. It's like, you would go and retrieve that which was lost.
Yeah, that's my dad. So I gotta
It
kind of.
does not seem like a difficult
Which,
question.
Maybe they can solve our problem. Light, I don't know if we can trust them.
I mean, I don't know if trust is going to be the foundation of this relationship.
Don't touch it. No, get that knife away. Curly, I swear.
So wait, you made a deal though with these hags?
We didn't have much of a choice.
Why
Is this
didn't you
for,
have a
like,
choice?
protection?
They were going to arrange for the carnival to meet its original owner. We would have had to give up our positions.
So you did have a choice.
Yeah, and you made the worst choice possible.
What kind of
What's
a choice
stopping
do
us
you
from
think
taking
we
over this
had?
carnival? I feel like this is kind of like you're just really not good bosses. Now that I know this, I don't.
It is time to seize means of production.
Yes.
The proletariat rises.
We will overthrow the bourgeoisie.
We're the new Weather Underground. We're going to fight for this.
I won't
Thank God I got so
pretend
tired of eating
we
babies.
were happy about the arrangement we made. But it was the only one we could make while still being here.
But it even endangers the people who work under you, right?
Like
No,
us.
they
How is
only
that any
take
kind
things
of-
from people who come here without a ticket. So we check them diligently. But still, some slip through. We can't help that. Necessary loss.
Well, what
if you
happened? What? Wait, but we lost a member of staff. So how did that happen?
Don't know.
Like,
Maybe they're getting bolder. But we
Mhm.
don't have any information on why that's happening. I try to keep it to a
Seems-
minimum. We see them wandering around from time to time. Little girl in a pig mask. Creepy.
Oh,
Wait.
Normal.
In a what mask? In a what?
Pig
This is me out of
mask.
character. In a what
pig
mask?
That's
You all
wait.
saw someone like that last
We-
time.
Yeah.
And that's a hag.
No, it's one of their minions, I think.
We saw one.
We did. And I didn't stab it either. I was too
The
scared.
mirror.
Should we
you-
stab them
where
on
did-
sight?
Where did you see them?
The
The Hall of
Hall of
Mirrors.
Illusions.
Witch and Light look at each other.
That's the portal, isn't it?
Maybe you should come with us.
Oh no! Curly puts the watch
Well,
back
we're
in her
already here
bag.
with you. So where are we going? Are we going to the Hall of Illusions?
Yeah. Let's go.
All right.
Let's fucking go.
All right.
As we're walking.
So,
Holy fuck.
you all.
We've unraveled the mystery.
Wait. Before we go, before we go to the Hall of Illusions, though, like, are you going to make us go through? Are we going to go through?
Do you?
I have to say goodbye to my parents first before we go
Are you-
anywhere.
Are you going to help with this situation, or do you just want to extort us from information? What exactly?
Well, you're already
is your
being
end
Well,
game?
kind of both.
I go find Hurley.
Yeah, that's my motivation. I just want to see if we can, because it's possible that Hurley disappeared somewhere else for some other reason, but this one seems pretty sus, if you ask me.
Among Us.
All right.
Amogus.
What about the rest of you?
I mean,
Go ahead.
I'm going to join. I don't really feel like I have a choice. I feel like I'm committed at this point.
It's the right thing to do, Ninkasi.
Yeah,
I just,
it is.
you know,
It is.
Unfortunately, you have a moral code that I don't. Sucker. Anyway. And Leo's looking for Sangria or whatever her name is.
That's
Samantha?
no, that's Hauld. But I told Hauld I'd make him a star, and I mean Hould's a very fine individual. Maybe feeling a bit under the weather now. Maybe the salamanders got to him too, but it's fine. This seems like a wonderful start to a journey. I mean, I couldn't really think of a better way to kick things off here. You all are wonderful people. We're going to have some great times. Your bosses kind of suck. They're a little bit of pricks. They're already getting extorted, and they're not going to do anything, it seems like, to make it better. So what better to do than do it yourselves. Seize the
And you can write
means.
stories about it.
I
you
do
do.
plan on it.
Bardy things, so
Bardi
And
Yeah,
you
thing,
have to
yeah.
learn Warhorn. You learn Warhorn.
I
It is
can learn the Warhorn. Yes, I think we might be able to manage that one.
Oh man, bards are so cool. You just get to follow people around and watch them die, and then you get to sing about it, and you don't have to die yourself.
I mean that I don't want to die. I don't hope for any of you to die either. But if you do, I will make a very very memorable song about you, and everyone will hear about it.
Nice.
Make
Make
mine
sure
with
that-
Warhorn, but
Yeah, I will start it off with a Warhorn. Probably have one in the middle. End it with the Warhorn. It'll be
I like
Yeah.
this. I like this.
As a heads
Okay.
up, Curly and Leo both have inspiration thanks to chat.
nice.
Oh, chat. Sweet babies.
They are very
Well,
generous
you know-
to y'all tonight.
Listen, Leo, no offense. You can write it, but I really want that like super foxy half elf lady Ariana Grande to sing it for me, okay?
We okay.
Big fan.
Sure. Big fan. Yeah.
I
me
haven't heard you
too,
sing yet, so
Actually, yeah. I mean, I can. I don't really sing usually. I just make more poetry, more ballads. I can write a song though. I can ghostwrite all day long. You just give me a topic. You give me a person. It'll be beautiful. It'll be wonderful.
I'm so excited. All right. I'm so excited to die is really the goal here.
Yeah, that tracks too. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna explain to Burley what's going on really quick. Just give him
We'll
the
do
down
a
low.
quick sidebar for that. So you
The
Yeah.
Cliff's Notes.
you are all Witch has told you to meet him and Light at the Hall of Illusions when you are ready, and you are all back in Burley's caravan. Kettlesteam has left. Kettlesteam is just like, okay, I know what I need now. And I'm going to keep trying to get in touch with Sibilna. And they give you they actually give Hauld, because they're sensing kind of like a weird like warlocky kinship thing, a sending stone, which I will resolve with Boop when it is in there. But apart from that, they take their leave. So you are all back inside Burley's sleeping quarters that the two of you also share. And Burley's like, okay, so slow down. So you're saying Hurley's out there still?
Inconclusive, but to be honest, it kind of tracks. The timeline kind of tracks. New management takes over, Hurley disappears. I mean, I think that it's more likely than not, and it's worth taking the risk. Obviously, this is our
I
family.
mean, Witch and Light have worked here for years. They've run things since I've been around. This is... whatever's happening, it seems recent to me.
Yeah, it is. It's because of those. They call them hags, but that didn't seem very polite. I mean, they are stealing people potentially, so maybe don't have to be polite.
If they took Hurley, then I have a number of things to call them, none of which are polite.
I'll cut them. Don't worry.
No, you have permission to cut them. Absolutely.
Finally, 20,
Kaza's like
26 years. Yeah, 26
never happened
long
before.
Years. I've been waiting to.
They're
get
not
permission to
carnival
stab
guests. It's
somebody.
okay, and also they're bad. Clearly,
Clearly.
if
but
just make sure that they actually are responsible. Don't cut innocent people. Okay, Curly.
I won't cut Hurley.
Wait, are
You
you
know
really?
that.
You're really. You are gonna go. I mean, this is.
You can't
You're
stop
gonna-
me, and you know, once I've made my mind up, you can't. There's nothing you can do, short of locking me in the cupboard, which you've done multiple times.
Kaza,
So I am at least 3 feet away from you right now. You can't grab me.
Are you going too?
Of course. We need to bring Hurley home.
Wow. I'm just. This is
We've
gonna
guilt tripped
shake a little.
Ninkasi.
I'm really proud of you kids. You know that? Just
Ugh.
be safe, okay? And he just brings you in for a big bugbear hug.
Curly's making fart noises while he hugs.
And he does not let up. He's like Kaza, you're big. You're really big.
Yeah.
Curly is
Really
about
big.
your size, and his arms are bigger. Like
Oh my God.
he got like 2 arms around you, and then Curly is just like right there in like the middle of like the bicep.
We are dying.
I can't breathe.
Be safe, okay? You
I
can't.
am ready for Kaza's song.
Burley, I promise, we're gonna bring Hurley home, okay? I promise.
Okay.
Sometimes you gotta leave the nest, okay? This is the time. It's a little dangerous, but I think we're gonna be okay.
All right,
You have friends.
just be safe and come back in one piece, okay?
Yeah, about that. Hopefully.
What
Listen,
if there's like half of me and half of Curly? Does it still count as like one?
No,
half a functional brain cell.
Mm. And he looks over at Leo and Hauld and Ninkasi. He's like, take care of them, okay?
I will do my utmost. You have done a wonderful job raising these two. Their aspirations clearly know no bounds. We'll make sure we find Hurley and bring them back too.
Thank you.
I'll keep them alive. Don't worry.
Well,
Yeah.
I know you're capable, Ninkasi.
Yeah.
That's true. She is.
And
We got to spare the dying just in case.
We're hell yeah.
I don't know anything
Never
about
gonna
where you're
die.
going, but if it is really the Otherworld, things can get a bit weird there, as far as I've read.
Cool.
Yes, as far as I recall as well, it's gonna be strange, but we'll figure it out. We'll navigate it.
Okay. Just, yeah, be safe, and, well, if you can get a message back, I'll be here.
I
All right. We'll
don't
come
know
back,
if we'll
I
be
promise.
able to, but we'll try.
Okay. And with that, you say your goodbyes to Burley and take your leave. The carnival is still going on around you. It is past midnight. The Big Top Extravaganza is over, but you walk with purpose towards the Hall
Towards
of
my
Illusions.
parents to say
Oh, yeah, that's
goodbye
right.
to them
You gotta
before
say
I
bye to your
go.
parents. Woo,
I
okay.
have parents
Thank
in
you.
my lives.
It was getting
Goodbye.
serious for a minute.
Yeah.
Before you close
Give
things
me-
out,
No,
we
no,
can
no,
we can
no,
fade
that's-
to black it. It's fine, but I
no,
just want to
I
say
think
goodbye to
we
my
should do.
parents.
Give me a. Oh gosh, because you would automatically fail survival checks.
Yes, but I know
You're
where the
looking for
Big
your
Top
parents.
is, which is where everyone's leaving from.
That's true. That's actually true. It's not long after that.
So they would have totally gone there.
Yeah, you make your way over and you start looking. Give me a quick perception check.
16.
16? Yeah, you managed to spot them. Just
They're
leaving...
like blue people, so
Yeah,
it's,
I mean,
it's really not that hard.
They're water ganassi, you know, there's not that many of
Their
them. They
hair's
stand out
flowy
relatively
looking.
well. And you see them leaving and kind of just talking amongst themselves, and you go, oh, Ninkasi, you all ran off. Is everything all right?
Yeah, I know I was supposed to have today off, but some crazy things happened, and I had to protect Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, the people who run the carnival. I'm so sorry that I had to ditch for a little bit, but I just wanted to say thank you so much for coming on my day off. I would love if you could send Talia a hello and give her a hug for me.
We haven't seen
but-
her for a while, but if we do, sure.
She's
honey.
alive though, right?
As far as we know.
Okay. All right.
It's been a few
Just
years.
make sure she doesn't forget about me because I don't know when I'll see her again. And I can't write messages while I'm traveling.
We can check in if we find her, but she hasn't been in town for years. But we'll ask.
Yeah, please do. And
Okay.
Kazi's very sad about that.
I'm sorry, honey. This is
That's
Cordelia.
okay.
This is
It's
your mom.
fine. It's fine. When Kazi starts to tear up, but she's like, no, it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. I have to go. My friends need me to go help with some other things. I'll be fine. I'm not crying. I'll miss you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was nice
don't forget
spending
about
some
me.
time with you, but please come back when you're ready.
Yeah. Yes. I'll be back. Don't worry. I will see you all in no time. Just don't go and get old on me. And also, please don't get attacked by more things because I will not be there to just happened to be in the area to save you. Thanks.
We'll, and your dad's like, we'll make sure we get a ride back to the village. That would be
Perfect.
a lot safer. Yeah. No more cross country treks, I think. Right, honey? Yeah. No. Okay.
All right. So Ninkasi would give them both a hug and send them off. But she is definitely going to be silently crying about Talia not being in town for the last couple years. Because now
Yeah,
she's like
that's-
thinking the worst, like she might be dead or something.
That's news to you, isn't it?
The DM couldn't kill my parents, so he killed my wannabe girlfriend. No.
You'll maybe find out. I don't know.
Tragic
Does
backstory
anyone else
somewhere,
want to
you
do
know.
anything before they head to the Hall of Illusions?
Nope.
Okay. So, you make your way towards this funhouse Hall of Mirrors place. It is the entrance is no longer guarded by Candlefoot. It is empty. But for Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, who are standing there, and as you approach, Witch holds out his hand and just says, "Curly, I'm gonna need that watch back."
Yeah, you did good. Fine. Holds it and is about to hand it and then pretends to drop it. All right. Here you go.
You.
This is for you. All right. Just needed one last,
If it wasn't for Burley, you'd have been fired years ago. You know that, right?
I know. I know. I am aware that I exist purely on his grace.
Yeah, well, look. And you guys are kind of moving your way through the hall, and you're kind of like walking, talking, and you can see that Witch and Light, their reflections in the mirrors show them as like very gloomy looking children. These like little like grayish elves. And they kind of call you a halt, and you see like in this back area, like very like at the exact spot where you saw the little ghoulish girl talking to the reflection of the halfling earlier in the day. Like, look, everything you seek and more lies beyond this mirror. If you mean to step through and stand in front of the glass and repeat this rhyme exactly. Hither, tither, here and there. Wander, yonder. Show me where. You've got it?
Did you write that one down, Leo?
Did I have it right up here?
All right. I'm not going to remember
I'll have
that.
that
Write
sent
it
to you guys
down?
for
No,
notes
but
if you want
memorize
out of
it.
character. But
I wrote it down.
I refuse to remember anything because I'm dumb.
there's if you can find out what's going on and restore Zabilna, that would be a big help for all of us. And, well, I think I speak on behalf of both of us when I say we'd appreciate it and we'd look the other way for all this other shenaniganery.
None of that happened.
Yeah. Well,
We're helping you out here, so you can just forget about all of those things.
And if we don't come back, don't worry about it. Okay?
We'll be back. Don't worry, we'll be back.
I have a lot of things to worry about. I don't think I have any time for that.
Mm-mm.
I mean, you might have to worry about it more if we don't come back and, we're there because of trying to take care of things. They might,
True.
just take more things from you like they've been doing already. But, you don't have to worry about it, as you said, so I'm sure it'll be fine.
Well,
Maybe we'll find them and tell them to take both of you.
Could do that.
they look a little visibly disturbed at that, and they just motion for you to stand in front of the mirror and recite the rhyme. Is there anyone in particular who'd like to do it?
I wrote it down.
Sure, Leo. Yeah, I mean,
Do you have it,
He's
Leo?
a bard.
yeah.
All right, go ahead. Do it.
All right, Leo will walk up to the mirror, kind of just take in the whole situation. We didn't really expect for this to happen this way, but here we are. Looks back at Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, and nods to them. Kind of meets everyone of the rest of the party in the eyes, looks at the mirror, steps in front of it, and confidently says, "Hither, thither, here and there. Wander, yonder, show me where."
a mist swirls in front of the mirror as the reflections of all of you fade away, and it becomes kind of this like starry-looking, glazed, almost featureless, kind of like formless, shifting image. And the witch just goes. The problem was going to be solved either way. Good luck.
We'll see about that. But thank you. And then walks through.
Okay.
Curly just turns around and goes, "Yeah, what he said," and walks through.
Okay. Anybody else?
Just walk.
Kaza's gonna like
Hauld's gonna
go backwards into it.
Backwards?
So that, I think that just leaves Ninkasi, right?
Oh, I would just walk through.
As you are making for the portal, Light stops you for a second. He goes, "Wait, one more thing for you."
Me?
And Witch, as he's kind of got the watch now back in his hand. Mind the rule of 3: future, present, and past. And Mr. Light adds with this very flamboyant kind of like spin. Find the alicorn and free the dormant queen at last.
Yeah. Takes notes.
Definitely.
You step through.
Yeah, I take notes and then I step through.
Okay. That's where we're gonna
Quickly
end the
reading this
session
down.
tonight.
Oh, the
Yay.
feelings! I have so many feelings, though.
Woo.
Oh.
Did you kill my girlfriend? My in-game girlfriend?
Where's Ninkasi's girlfriend?
You know,
Where's Ninkasi?
that's one of the secrets that we're gonna have to find out, I suppose.
Sad backstory part 2.
Mhm.
It's not
Free
the
my
parents.
girlfriend.
Hey, look, your parents didn't die, and you just don't know where your girlfriend is, so
Yeah.
I suppose we'll find out. Or
Sure,
will
it'll
we? I
be
don't know.
fine.
But you know
Just
how
don't
you
know,
all can
like-
find out on the next episode, premiering next week. Thank you all, everyone, for watching. A huge thank you to the cast for being here. I know Boop could only be here for half the session, but thank you to him as well. But to Khroen, to Ehloanna, to SpaceGhost, and to Kenobi, thank you all for playing in this wonderful game. Thank you all to the fans for watching. Thank you to Tormented by Gnomes and the Casters and Castles channel for hosting us and making this all very possible. And we will see you all next week. That will be Monday, the 10th of January, 2022 at 6 p.m. Pacific time. But until then, have a magical evening and be good to one another. See you all. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.